this is a game, I think, from the third or fourth round of the Blitz Team Chess Championship 2024. We played, my team, Kyrgyz Chess Academy, played against the gmhans.com team with Hans Niemann on the first board, and I played against the international master Nurgyul Salimova. She was one of the participants of the candidates tournament. So I played with white pieces, and let me show you the game, and let me also remember how it was. So, of course, I played my English opening, c4, e6, knight c3, d5, e3. So this is what we played. So I played d4, takes. The problem is that I was afraid that I don't know, maybe black can play something like bishop b4, put the knight on e4, something like this. The good thing for black is that black already castled, developed the king side castled, so black is safe. And I still need to develop my bishop from f1 and castle, so I still need some time. And I had a feeling that the way I play is not the right way to play, but okay. So she played b6, so I got a chance to develop my bishop b7, and I finally castled. Okay, at least at this moment I felt more or less well. White is already slightly worse. This is because you know, at some point, and I think that she played it, she can take my pawn, and if I take a pawn, if I take a bishop with bishop, then I will have this isolated pawn, which is like fine for me. It's okay for me to play with an isolated pawn. If I take back with if she takes on c4 and I take back with the pawn, then I will have this like you know, hanging pawns in the center of the board. You need to know how to play this type of positions. She took, and I decided to take with bishop. I thought that, okay, you know, I'm okay to play positions with an isolated pawn. I cannot say that I like to play them, but at the same time, I'm not trying to avoid them. So knight a6 was played. Okay, I try to play some active moves and to make my pieces active as well. So knight e5, knight b4. Now she wants to put one of her pieces to d5. I'm going here, a6, maybe b5 can be played at some point, and also by playing a6 she doesn't give my knight or bishop to go to b5, my knight mainly, I guess. So a3, knight b to d5, I play b4. I decided to play this b4 move because I thought that if b5 is played, that I would prefer to keep my bishop on this diagonal rather than go here. So she took, takes, and she goes knight e4. In fact, I missed this move. You see that there is already some difference in time. I have less than 1 minute, while she has like 1 minute and 20 seconds. So yes, at this point I started missing some things, and yes, when she took and played knight e4, I thought, oh wow, I missed something. It is unpleasant. Rook c8. Now she's putting some pressure on my knight, on my bishop on c4. Bishop is currently protected, but I need to do something about it, because after f6 maybe, you know, then I will have problems. The good thing is that right now f6 is not possible. It's not possible to play it immediately because I have bishop e6, and probably this helped me. And also I cannot move my bishop because my bishop on c3 will be hanging, knight is attacking it, and rook will be attacking it. I played bishop e1. Now, especially now when I look at this move, I understand how passive it looks. And when I was playing this move, I also felt this, but I don't know, maybe just bishop d6 was enough. And it's funny because now I look at the evaluation at the engine, and the computer is saying that bishop e1 is actually the first line. When I make this move, bishop e1, it's minus 1.11. When I play bishop d2, it's minus 3.27. So this is a huge difference. So bishop f1 was not that bad as I was thinking. I thought that, okay, at least my bishop is safe. As I said, I played this move. As I said, f6 now is not possible because pawn will be hanging on e6 and I will not be losing, I will be even winning some material. And what else black can do? Black can try to put to attack my knight by playing bishop f6 or bishop d6, but it's different kind of attack. If black plays something like this, I can move my bishop somewhere, b3 for example, and my knight on e5 is protected, so I'm fine. Yeah, bishop f6 was played. I played bishop b3. My knight is protected. Bishop d5. And okay, I started improving my pieces. I still have a problem with my bishop on e1 and of course with my rook on f1, which is now blocked by my own bishop. So queen d6. Look at my time, 16 seconds. It's blitz. It's a blitz game. I play knight f3 and this is not a good move according to the engine. By the way, I see that something... no, I thought that maybe black can take, play rook c3, but no, it's not possible because I still have my bishop on this diagonal. So my bishop is protecting this square. Why computer doesn't like this move? Computer is suggesting b5. b5 is actually quite nice. The idea about this b5 is that if black takes on b5, we have bishop b4 and we are attacking the queen and rook, and I'm winning an exchange. But okay, after b5 it is possible to play a5. But then I have something like, well, computer is recommending to first play a4, but maybe, you know, if not immediately, maybe at some point I can, for example, put my knight on c3 and have a good knight. But okay, computer they actually doesn't really like this move right now. I didn't play these moves. I played knight f3, rook f to d8. The time difference is quite big, and as I said, it's blitz. The increment is only 2 seconds. There is no time to think, no time to make some plans, to think on the strategy in this game. So I was just trying to make some moves and not blunder something. Bishop takes d5, queen takes d5. I needed to do something about my bishop, so I play bishop d2, bishop e3 I think was the plan. She goes here, I play bishop e3 anyway. Yes, I know that knight c4 is possible, but okay, my bishop on e3 is protected. I just need to protect my queen on b2 to move it somewhere. So I go here because I was still trying to make sure that my pawn on d4 is protected. On b5. So you can see, you can feel that even though we have equal material and nothing is hanging, but still black has positional advantage. Active pieces, no problems with the pawn structure. I have a problem with my pawn structure. I have an isolated pawn. Very good knight on c4, so black's position is better. Okay, I move my bishop. Go back. Well, just please forgive me, but I was in time trouble. Rook d5. I make a luft. Okay, even more pressure on my pawn on d4, and here I make a mistake. Why is it a mistake? Computer is given 2 question mark, probably because of e5. She didn't play this e5 move. Yeah, e5 is the best move. Computer is recommending to play a4. Yes, rook b1 is another option, but it's so passive. Queen c1 is another option, but also in this type of position, especially when you have no time and you don't have time to to make a plan, you just you're just waiting for your opponent to make some actions. I played this move, so e5 was very strong. It was not, if e5 is played, white cannot take on e5 because rook is hanging on d1. She played g5. Play queen b3, and now at least my rook is protected. So now if e5 is played right now, I can already take it. She goes here. I go back. I guess e5 can be played again. She plays h5. I move here, which is well, difficult to explain. When you see when you have only 4 seconds, that means that I had 2 seconds, and 2 seconds were added to on my clock, so no time at all. G4, I played knight h2. Okay, now I understand. So this was a plan for me, not to take with a pawn, but just to move my knight, and that's why I decided to move my king from G file. She goes here, go here. G3. G3 is not the best move, because by playing this move, she lets my knight move back to f3, and I played here, takes, so I'm more or less fine right now. I was more or less happy with my position at this point. Again, just a quick move. Okay, she's trying to be active. Knight f5. Yes, knight looks much better on f5. It is more dangerous on f5 rather than on c4. I'm protecting. Bishop d4. I play here. Okay, I lost that isolated pawn, but the game goes on. Bishop moves, I take, I play rook f1. I'm attacking bishop on f6, but there is rook f5 move, and I think I didn't want to exchange strong pieces. That's why I first gave check, and after king g7 I moved my rook, because I think that if I exchange rooks and queens, it will be much easier for my opponent to play for a win, because her pawns are on light squares and I have a dark square bishop. My pawns, at least these two, they are on dark squares, and it will be very easy for my opponent to attack them. Bishop e5, and according to the engine, this is a very bad move. Let's see. Bishop takes e5. Yeah, this is what I played. Rook takes e5 and queen a6. I didn't play queen takes a6. I didn't play this move. I played here to attack the rook on e5. She goes here attacking my g2 pawn, queen b7, and she goes here. And now what can I do? I can only take her queen, otherwise if I move my queen it is going to be checkmate. So queen takes e4, rook takes e4, but I play rook d6 first, attacking her pawn on a6. Well, and the game goes on. Yes, we don't have queens on the board anymore. Black is still pawn up, but now I'm going to win back this pawn. So she goes here, I take, she goes here, I go here. She takes on a5 first, protecting her pawn on b5, and I start moving my king. Yeah, you can't play g3 because she takes, I take, and she takes this pawn with check, and then she protects and wins this endgame. So I started moving this way. The position is lost. This endgame is worse for me, much worse for me. I see that computer is giving more than -2 for white, -2.37. But somehow I managed to make a draw. Rook b7. Okay, I'm attacking the pawn on the h file. Very scary, I must say. -4 already. Yes, checkmate threat. So I move here in order to move to h2. She continues pushing her pawns. Rook b2 is a bad move according to the engine. It was -4, and the right move was rook a5. But I understand my opponent. It's not right to protect your own pawns this way. I don't know, from the side. Yeah. Well, and she played rook b2, and I started pushing this pawn. And now actually it's difficult to stop my pawn. She pushes e4, f3, I take, she takes. And I think that I started giving checks. Was it possible to push? Probably not. Probably not. If I push, then then she plays rook b1, and she goes here, and she has time to stop my pawn. So I need to... If I start giving checks, I think that she can just move here probably. And at some point she will play f1. I will need to sacrifice my rook for this pawn, and she will have time to stop my pawn. How good that I didn't play this move. Instead I started giving checks. King f4, and I push. Nice. I'm so proud of myself. Okay, rook g2 check. Now if I go here, then just rook h2 is going to be played. But wait a second, I think that I played king h1, but computer is saying after king f1 move, it's a draw. After king h1, black is winning. But I played king h1. What's the difference? Rook g6, and I think that... No, she didn't play rook g6, she played this move. It's still winning for black. I give check. And she makes a mistake. And yes, and I played the right move. Rook h5. And she has to play this rook h5 move because I'm ready to push h7, and then she will need to sacrifice her rook for my pawn. So she plays the right move. I give check. She goes here. I protect this way. Rook b8 was correct. Rook b8 or rook f8 check or rook h8 even. But I played here. She moves her pawn. I go here, gives check. I go here. And I think I remember that, if I remember correctly, at this point when I played this king g1 move, my thought was, did I make a mistake? Because now she can play rook g2, exchanging rooks, making me take her rook. And I think that she also stopped at this point to calculate quickly. But no, this move is not working for her. Because I take, and if she takes, I don't even need to take her pawn. I just push, and yeah, well, and I think that I remember that she also stopped at this point, and she didn't play rook g2. She played here. I played here, pushes here. I remember that I double check if I can take on f3. And I think I took. She didn't play rook h2, but if she plays rook h2, I play here. And for example, if she goes here, I take. She needs to take. Here, here. Queen, queen. So it's a draw. It is a draw. But she played b2, rook b3. Takes. Very important. It was really very important not to take pawn right now because if I take then rook h2 and I'm losing. Imagine how unpleasant it could be to lose. So I played here, and this was a very good move because now she cannot play. Now she cannot protect her pawn. This move was also possible. Yes, this move was also possible, but I played here. And after some checks, we made a draw.